What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about 7 things destroying your health, and I'm going to go over how to fix them naturally, okay, without any medication, surgeries, because that's why you're here. Your doctors told you that there's nothing that you can do, and they just tell you to take more medication or that it's all in your head. But I want to let you know that that isn't the truth for everybody, and there are simple things that you can do in order to gain your health back. So if you don't know about me, my name is Dr. Strong. I've been able to help thousands of patients overcome their chronic health conditions, and my goal is to help as many people as possible. So the first health destroyer in this video is equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. And can you guess what it is? It's chronic inflammation. And that is a major assault on every system in your body. Now, I'm Dr. Strong, like I said, and today I'm going to reveal the top 7 things that are silently destroying your health. And most doctors completely ignore these, but more importantly, I'll show you exactly how to fix each one naturally. So these are my top 7 health tips based on all of the patients that I've seen, on the science, and my years of helping patients to overcome chronic conditions naturally. The medical system wants you to believe that you need drugs for life, but that's simply not true when you address these root causes. So let's go over the first one, which I know you've heard about it, which is chronic inflammation. So this is the hidden fire burning throughout your body, destroying your organs, your brain, and your quality of life. Many of you know that you have inflammation, but you don't know what's causing it. And there are so many different causes. There are viruses, bacteria, toxins, parasites, diabetes, high blood sugars, traumas, emotional traumas. There are so many things causing these issues. Now, chronic inflammation is linked to heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, cancers, and autoimmune conditions. So the biggest problems that we have in society. And it's like having a constant low-grade infection attacking every cell in your body. And this comes from processed foods, stress, lack of sleep, environmental toxins, and hidden infections. What's the tip to counter this? Anti-inflammatory lifestyle. Eliminate processed foods. I have plenty of other videos where we talk about dietary components and how to start adding those in slowly. You want to eat omega-rich fatty foods like wild-caught fish. Manage stress through meditation or prayer. Get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. That's a huge one. And I see people go downhill very fast when their sleep starts to deteriorate. And consider natural anti-inflammatories like turmeric and omega-3 supplements. You don't have to take a lot, just pick 1 or 2 and then just start adding them. Try them for a week or 2. If they don't work, switch to something else. Comment below if you have questions about that or need advice. Now, number 2, which I see is growing all the time, is insulin resistance. So this affects over 88% of American adults, yet most people have no idea why they have it. When you're insulin resistant, your cells can't properly use glucose for energy, so your pancreas pumps out more and more insulin, but it's like shouting at someone who's gone deaf. This leads to weight gain, especially around the belly, fatigue after meals, brain fog, and eventually type 2 diabetes. I was just talking to somebody yesterday, and they were talking about how after they eat, they just crash sometimes. And that's where you have to ask better questions. What were you eating? Could you potentially have a food intolerance or food allergy to this? Have you tried measuring your blood sugar after that to see what's going on? And if you don't ask better questions, you're never going to get to the root cause. So the scary part about insulin resistance is that it damages every organ, okay? Not just your pancreas, not just your heart, but every organ. So your heart, brain, liver, kidneys, and nerves, it's a slow poison that takes decades to kill you. Here's the fix. Intermittent fasting and a low-carb ketogenic diet. Stop eating refined carbs and sugars. Only eat when you're truly hungry. This allows your insulin resistance levels to drop, and it allows your cells to regain their sensitivity. I like using amino acids with my patients to curb hunger because what it does, they taste good, one, but they also help rebuild every cellular piece of your body, your organs, your tissues, your muscles, and they work great. So like a branched chain amino acid or an essential amino acid works great, and you can get a flavored one that uses natural flavors. They're very easy to find. So number 3 is toxic overload. We're living in the most toxic environment in human history, and your body is paying the price. We're exposed to over 80,000 chemicals that didn't exist 100 years ago. And these toxins accumulate in your fat cells, your brain, your liver. They disrupt your hormones, damage your DNA, and overwhelm your detox systems. So this is like producing a bag of trash every day, but you only take out one a week. Your house is going to get pretty stinky and smelly over time. So think about it. The average person uses dozens of chemical products daily: shampoo, soap, deodorant, cleaning products, processed foods with preservatives. Your poor liver is working overtime trying to process this chemical soup. And what happens especially if you have skin issues, is that your skin overtakes the detoxification process if your liver is overburdened. So that's how you develop these skin rashes, acne, those types of issues. The solution is to reduce your toxic load. Try using natural personal care products, eat organic when possible, filter your water, avoid processed foods, and support your liver with cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Do not boil Brussels sprouts. Chop them in half, put a little olive oil and sea salt, air fry them or bake them in the oven, or fry them, with avocado oil or coconut oil in a pan, and they taste great. I promise, they are like one of the best vegetables. I don't know why people just think that they need to boil them, because that's the worst thing you can do. Number 4 is nutrient deficiencies. So widespread nutrient deficiencies, even if you think you eat healthy, you're probably deficient in key nutrients. And this is why, like amino acids, because they typically satiate you more so than trying to add like just a snack in. So our soil is depleted and our food is processed and our stress levels are through the roof, all of which increase nutrient needs. The top 3 deficiencies I see are magnesium, vitamin D, and B vitamins. Magnesium deficiency causes muscle cramps, especially when you're here in Florida, high blood pressure, anxiety, and poor sleep. Over 80% of people are deficient, and vitamin D deficiency increases your risk of every chronic disease and depression. B vitamin deficiencies cause fatigue, brain fog, and nerve problems as well. So here's the fix. Eat nutrient-dense whole foods, leafy greens, grass-fed meat, wild-caught fish, organic eggs. Consider high-quality supplements like a magnesium glycinate, vitamin D, at least 5,000 IUs daily, and a good B complex. So supplements are meant to not make up for an unhealthy diet. They're used to supplement a good diet so that you're functioning at 100%. So number 5 is chronic stress. With this is the silent killer that's aging you faster than anything else. When you're constantly stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, your stress hormone. A little cortisol is good, but chronic elevation destroys your health. It suppresses your immune system, raises your blood sugar, causes weight gain, disrupts your sleep, and literally shrinks your brain. Chronic stress also depletes your nutrients faster than you can replace them. It's like driving your car with the gas pedal and the brake pressed at the same time. Eventually, something's going to break. The solution is stress management techniques that actually work. Do deep breathing. I see so many people holding their breath all the time. You can try prayer, meditation, journaling. There are a lot of different things. Just find what works for you. Spending time in nature, get away from your phone, get off of your computer, try not to watch movies or TV all the time. And then quality relationships, spending time with your loved ones and saying no to things that drain your energy, which can be people as well. Your health depends on learning how to manage all the stress. So number 6 is poor sleep quality. So getting less than 7 hours of sleep increases your risk of early death by 30%. Isn't that crazy? During sleep, your brain literally cleans itself through something called the glymphatic system. It's like taking your brain to the car wash every night. Without quality sleep, toxins accumulate, your hormones get disrupted, and your immune system crashes. Poor sleep also makes you crave junk food, gain weight, and develop insulin resistance. It's a vicious cycle. Poor health leads to poor sleep, which leads to worse health. The fix: sleep hygiene basics. Dark, cool rooms, 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, no screens 2 hours before bed, consistent sleep schedule, and avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. I have to avoid it. If I do caffeine, I have to do it before 12 p.m. or I'm up all night. And then you can also consider taking a magnesium glycinate 30 minutes before bed to help you relax. So number 7 is a sedentary lifestyle. This is the sitting disease, and they accumulate this or equivalent this to smoking. So the human body was designed to move, not sit in a chair for 8 to 12 hours a day. Prolonged sitting literally changes your metabolism. It reduces insulin sensitivity, decreases circulation, weakens your muscles, and compresses your organs. Some researchers call sitting the new smoking because it's that damaging to your health. But here's the good news. You don't need to become a marathon runner. Even light movement throughout the day can reverse most of the damage. So the solution, move every 30 minutes. Take walking meetings, use a standing desk, park further away, take the stairs. Aim for at least 30 minutes of intentional movement, daily walking, swimming, strength training, or yoga. I see so many people improve when they just start moving, but most people just sit on their butts all day and they don't get enough movement. So the twist, here's the most important factor. Now that you know the top 7 health destroyers, there is a twist. None of these will really work unless you understand the most important factor that determines whether you'll be healthy or sick. It is not genetics, it is not age, it's not even having the perfect diet or exercise routine. The most important factor is your mindset and your why. Why do you want to be healthy? Is it to see your grandchildren grow up, to have more energy to serve others, to feel confident in your own skin? Without a compelling reason to change, you'll never stick to a healthy habits long enough to see results. Your why has to be stronger than your excuses. This morning, I just did a testimonial video with one of my patients who had neuropathy for 5 years, and he wasn't able to go to Disney. He had to get a scooter, but now he's jogging around his neighborhood. He can walk around Disney without a scooter, and it's completely changed his life. So here's my call to action for you. If you're ready to take control of your health naturally, I've created a free masterclass where I go over this, and I've got other videos that guides and walks you through exactly how to implement these strategies. It includes meal plans, supplement recommendations, and a step-by-step action plan. Now, you can click the link in the description below, comment if you have any questions or if you have any trouble finding it. And if this video has helped you, please share it with somebody. My goal is to help as many people as possible. So if you could like this and share it, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, together, we can help people understand that chronic disease doesn't have to be their destiny. It's actually something that is very reversible, and you don't have to accept the lies anymore. So remember, your body wants to heal. You just need to give it the right environment. Stop feeding the problem, start feeding the solution. My name is Dr. Strong, and I'll see you in the next video where we're going to dive deeper into one food that can almost heal any condition.